everybody, welcome to my special Ninjago news update video for season, actually this is for about season 8 and about the character from season 8 and season 9 who perished in season 9. Rest in peace, Mr. Lee. So basically just a few hours ago, actually from here 12 hours ago, Dan and Kevin basically revealed his identity, or at least his original identity, and I'll get into also why they scrapped the idea and all that. And it's a common thing. Most Hollywood producers do scrap some ideas from their show, because that when you brainstorm a show, you think of all these ideas, but then you're gonna try and fit it in together. And if the puzzle doesn't fit into the puzzle, you can't use it. When you're doing a puzzle, if there's a piece you can't fit in, you don't jam it in. It's just makes the puzzle look stupid and hideous. So, they had to remove pieces. So anyway, as they said in their tweet, basically at the scene when obviously Mystery was revealed as an android, so at the end of the bike race in the Snake Jaguar episode, his arm came off and it was revealed as an android. Originally, they weren't going to have his arm fall off, they were going to have his helmet come off, and then it was going to reveal that it was Echo Zane. And then after that, obviously, they would have established, how the Quiet One, Hilmi, found the lighthouse and basically upgraded Echo Zane. Which, in my opinion, I didn't like that. I wouldn't have liked that. I would have actually thought, nah, I wouldn't like that. I'm glad they scrapped it. I'm glad you guys scrapped it. I really am, because, well, I wouldn't have liked that. It's just stupid. For one, you had to explain how she found the lighthouse, because to be honest, no one except the ninjas knew about it, and no one, not even Zane, knew about it, that timeline except for Nia and Jay. And and with the hosts and Echo Zane, the ninjas only saw him once, at the end of the season for like the battle, and actually even then it wasn't that he only for a second. They didn't even ask questions. They didn't know his name. They didn't know what he was called. They just saw a weird-looking brown Zane, rustic Zane. They didn't know what his name was. So it's like, anyway. And since the Quiet One wasn't even, there, she would have known nothing either. She would have known way less than them. So, she would have had to be searching the ocean for hours. The only way you can really explain it is she was searching the ocean for the Oni mask and then stumbled upon it. It's the best way. Otherwise, why would she be searching the ocean? She was the leader of a biker gang. They're cool pirates. Anyway, so I'm glad they scrapped the idea. I really am. Now, their reasoning for why they scrapped the idea is basically they removed it because obviously if it did happen, then they would have to have, when Zane looks at it and sees himself, a rustic version of himself, then Jania would have to explain the whole Skybound, and it would have just took too much time and would have been a boring episode. And, the people don't like the boring episodes, as we've seen in the past. So, they scrapped it because, basically, they didn't want to have to explain to Zane and all the other ninjas, because no one knew about it except for Jay and Nia. So they would explain to everyone all about Garmadon and every little detail. And it's like, no, just no. So that's why they actually removed it. Also, another reason they said was they felt the plot was too crowded. As I said with the puzzle piece, you have to it has to fit. The series has to fit like a puzzle, and if one piece doesn't fit, you have to throw it away. Yeah, basically that's what the plot was too crowded, too many twists and turns, and so basically, they cut it, and well, they could focus on the stuff that fits in the series, like Garmadon and all that, and yeah. So anyway, that's basically the reasoning for why they basically did what they did. And, I'm glad they cut it. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm glad they cut it. And, yeah. So, Mystery is still a mystery. Oh, well, that just wow, oh, right, that doesn't mean that. But yeah, Mystery is still Mystery, and I'm glad, and I hope they reveal him. Basically, they revealed him as that, but they haven't revealed his identity. So basically, he's just a random Ninjoid that was built, and yeah, I'm glad they did that. Now there were still questions on how he was built. Some people are asking, if the mechanic did it. Basically, they asked if the mechanic built it or she built it herself. And they basically tweeted back saying that they imagined that she built him, like Mystery. And then they also said, but they also said in their tweet that it would be cooler if she hired the mechanic. Which, you know what, it would have been. Because it would have also tied in why he was, out of prison, why he was in the start of Season 8. Would have actually been cool. But I also like the idea. Like them, I also imagined, just like the creators, I imagined that she built him. And it would have been, I think that would have been cooler. And all that. Now, they also after they tweeted what they imagined, like saying that they imagined her building it, and all that for the mechanic. They basically said also, this is a big thing for any information that you get that's outside of the actual show. From now on, if it's not in the episode, it's not canon. You cannot call it canon. They actually tweeted this themselves. So that means if it's not in the episode, it's not canon. Simple as that. For all future things and all future information, make sure you remember that tweet from them, because I'm telling you now, that's what it is. But anyway, that's basically, my thoughts and all that. I'm glad that it's not Echo Zane. I would have been very disappointed because, I like him being the whole mystery and him being like his own Ninjoid new and basically designed purposely for the Sons of Garmadon. I like that. So I'm glad that they scrapped the idea, but as we now know, it was originally going to be Echo Zane. So, in a way, for those who have made stop motion stuff on Mystery and revealed him as Echo Zane, I guess you guys basically did the original script, because that's what it was. Alright, so anyway, that does it. So God bless and happy building, because, Lego and, I'm not going to explain it. Anyway, see ya!